Hello again, everyone. Welcome back. Well, today we're reviewing the brand new Oliva Serie B Melanio Maduro. Comes in one size this time, and here it is. It's a torpedo, 6.5 by 52. There's basically the same band as you saw on the first edition Melanio last year, and there is your density. Has a nice feel in the hand, very good weight to it. Cigar is well made, has a nice sheen. You can pick that up under the lights. This uses a Mexican San Andreas Maduro wrapper, and the filler and binder are the same as in the original Melanio. They're Nicaraguan, of course, from the Jalapa Valley, and that's about it. What else do you need to know? They're roughly $12, $13 a piece at the local shops. These are limited edition. Let's see, 10,000 boxes of 10 cigars for a total of 100,000. That's all that Oliva made. These were released in July of this year. So let's get right to it. Looks like a nice stick of milk chocolate. Wrapper is a little darker than the original edition, so should be good. Oliva B Melanio Maduro. All right, here we go. Let's give it a little clip. See how little we can take off and still get a nice draw. A bit firm. That's better. Torpedoes are a little tricky sometimes. You take off the minimum. If you can get a nice draw, stay there. If you can't, you have to keep moving down a little bit. Okay, that's workable. Just a touch firm, but not bad. A lot of sweet notes right away. I'm getting some nice coffee notes. Almost a milk chocolate type flavor and a very sweet cedar. The pepper is very good at around an 8. There seemed to be also with that cedar just a touch of cream notes mixed in, which I may be mistaking for the milk chocolatey type taste. Finished is rather sweet right now, but we're very early. I'm going to wait and give you a finish update when we come back. But that's how we're starting out. A lot of nice coffee and chocolatey notes, and a very, very, very sweet cedar. Be right back. I'm about 3/4 of an inch in. Cigar is burning very evenly for a box press cigar, which is impressive. They are not always the easiest to get to burn evenly, but flavors are just like I described it at the outset. But I wanted to say that I'm a little surprised at the effect this Mexican Maduro wrapper is having on this cigar. It is not overwhelming. There are the coffee notes and milk chocolate notes, but they're not overbearing, they're not way out front. The very sweet cedar is what you really, really remember. It's what hangs with you. The finish is a very sweet cream with almost some chocolate undernotes, a milk chocolate type, just a touch, a little bit of lingering pepper, but I would call the cigar medium bodied at best right now, but it is very good. I'm just curious to see where we go from here. Well, I'm a little over an inch in. Again, I'll call your attention to the very even burn line. I'm extremely impressed with that and the fact that it's a box press cigar. Another thing I wanted to show you is that if you're really paying attention, you'll see these bands move on shot to shot. That's because they're very loose. This band here in particular is easy to move. They both are. So that tells me the cigar is very ready to smoke. The bands will tend to loosen as the cigar, let me just use the word ages. This isn't an aged cigar, but when they were first put on there, they were nice and tight. So the cigar is dried out a little. It's getting very smokable. But anyway, flavor-wise, it's right where it was. There's a little richness developing in that, in the sweet flavors of the cedar. What this cigar reminds me of, to a degree, are those chocolate covered cherries. Now, this isn't a cherry flavor, but it's quite sweet and has some richness to it. So you know what a nice, sweet, rich cedar tastes like in a cigar, hopefully. Take that with the chocolate notes and well, coffee notes too, but it does remind me of a piece of that candy, which I haven't had in years, but I still remember what it was like. This is a very good cigar, still medium bodied. It kind of seems like it's starting to move a little heavier. We may get to medium to full, we may get to full, I don't know. We'll see, but that's where we are for now. Well, as you can see, I guess I'm close to the midpoint, several inches in. And the cigar is definitely ticking up in body. As you know from smoking Oliva Serie V's, they have a little bit of a sneaky Ligero. It sort of sneaks up on you, and this is going to be another example of that. You start to really feel it about now, maybe a few minutes ago. It didn't come back right when I started feeling it, but you can tell the cigar is ticking up. It is now well into the medium to full range and very much approaching full bodied. That's how fast it happens, and it sneaks up on you because it does it. You don't feel the Ligero rush from the beginning of the cigar. It takes a while to build up. The flavors are about the same. I'm having a few hints of oak with some charred notes to it. They're kind of here and there, but otherwise it's about the same. The cigar is very, very good. The draw is still a bit firm, but it has loosened up some. And as you can see, I've removed the lower band because we're real close to encroaching on it, so I took it off. So that's where we are. I'll be back next update when something changes. Well, I've only got a couple inches remaining, and we are well into the full-bodied range now. The coffee notes are a little more prominent now. The other notes are about the same. I'm still getting those charred oak notes from here once in a while, here and there. I would say everything else is about the same. Again, the burn has been amazingly good throughout. So that's where we are, and I'll be back to wrap it up here shortly, but we are well into the full-bodied range at this moment. Well, now to the end, so let's wrap it up. Cigar stayed very full-bodied. Make sure you have something on your stomach when you smoke this cigar. This La Hero will sneak up on you. Don't be surprised, but it gets to be quite full-bodied. Flavors are about the same as they were. Not a lot of changes in the cigar. Not very complex, but still doesn't really need to be because it's a very good cigar. The Oliva Serie Melanio Maduro is a great addition to the Melanio series, if you will. Now remember, only one size in this cigar is the Torpedo. For me, it was a very good cigar. I enjoyed it. I was quite surprised how the La Hero snuck up, but it was still a very nice cigar. Burned very well throughout. Gosh, not a lot else to say. It was a very enjoyable cigar. The cedar and chocolate notes and the coffee notes all played very well together. And as you remember previously, I described it as like a piece of candy, so chocolate candy. So it's a very good cigar. All in all, great cigar actually. I'm giving it a score of 93. These will not be around forever because it is a somewhat limited edition. 100,000 cigars sounds like a lot, but they're going quick, so grab some while you can. The Oliva Serie V Melanio Maduro 93.